business fucked. We've talked about this over the last couple of weeks and having the right systems and processes and how to ensure that your business can get itself unfucked and actually be able to be tracked. You know what's working, you know what's not working, where's the revenue coming from, where are you spending marketing dollars, and part of that is having the appropriate phone system. So this week we're talking on how do you move a phone number from one agency account in a system that we use called High Level, move it to another agency account. And this would be something where if you were maybe moving from one agency to our platform, or if you have your own platform and you're moving off of an agency account with somebody else, this is something that you might have to do. Now, moving from lead connector to another lead connector. So if you're doing Twilio and other things connected for phone systems, this will not be how you're doing that. This is for lead connector only and how you move it from one to another lead connector account in two different agencies. First and foremost, we had to reach out to support over at High Level, request the move, provide the phone numbers, and then if you go into your business profile, provide your unique ID for your sub-account of where you're trying to move it to. You could go up into the URL. If you're inside of settings, it's right before the word settings in the URL. That's your unique ID number. You're going to need that for both accounts. So get the unique ID of where you're moving from, where you're moving to, provide that to support, provide the phone numbers that you're looking to move, and then they'll work on getting that approval to happen. For us, that was about a 1.5 week process to get all that stuff moved. They told us once they moved the phone numbers over, we would have to work on getting those A2P approved and go through the approval process again. That being said, I can tell you as it is right now, we already have an A2P approved compliant campaign in the agency account or sub-account that we're moving to, and I can tell you it appears it's already falling under that approved campaign. When we tried to assign it to a campaign already, it's coming up with an error. I'll show you that here on the screen. So you may not have to go back through the A2P approval process for the campaign. Right now as it is, we haven't had to. If something changes, we'll do another video, but when the phone numbers are moved, the blue add button shows up once they're inside of your phone numbers area on your sub-account. You simply click that add button, and they're at that point added to the account and able to be used. Now, some of the things that I talked about, setting it to a campaign. Like I said, it already comes over, and after we click this blue add button, which I'll show here in a second, it goes to the triple dots, and if we look at the select A2P campaign, we've already got a campaign that is here, and when we try to link it, it says it fails because it's already linked to a messaging service. So nothing to do here. But when you move a phone number, the other thing that you definitely want to take a look at is after it's been added, edit configuration, because things like should it whisper something, should it ring multiple users, should it pass the caller ID, all these settings that you have need to be adjusted or set up properly, like we've talked on other videos, now that these phone numbers have been moved over. Should it ring multiple users, one user, whatever, inbound, outbound, call timeouts, all these things we've talked about on prior videos, you are going to need to do. So, simple as clicking the blue add button. As soon as it's done, it'll give us a message up in the upper right here, successfully been added, and we're just going to do that for any of the phone numbers that we requested to have them moved over. At that point, they're in here. Now we obviously need to adjust the settings for what happens when calls happen inbound, outbound, etc., like I just mentioned. So, part of having your business and making sure it is not a fucked business and you can actually track things is having appropriate phone numbers for each and everything that you're doing. A website, pay-per-click ads, pay-per-lead ads if you have something coming into a website and they're using a form. If you're doing direct mail marketing, make sure that you're tracking exactly where that stuff is coming from with different phone numbers. You can do pool of phone numbers as well. We've got other videos on that specifically, but being able to have a direct phone number that tracks these different channels allows you to know exactly which campaigns are working, where's the revenue coming from. On average, what does that look like? When you send out the marketing, does it take a month for money to come back through, or does it take 6 months? Different marketing has different churn cycles of coming back in and bringing ROI back in the door. You can track that because of phone numbers and having certain campaigns attached to contacts. That stuff can be then put on dashboards, things of that nature. But sometimes more importantly on not only what is working, but sometimes what is not working. And how do you then turn off certain direct mail campaigns or pay-per-click, pay-per-lead type stuff, where you're, I would say, at least 4 months in, maybe 6 months in, where you've tried something, you're tracking it, it's just not working out, ROI is not happening, or you're negative. And even with follow-up in your processes and having the right sales team, it doesn't seem to be producing. That's how you track stuff and make sure that you're actually turning a profit, having the right campaigns tracked. So again, talking on how to move phone numbers over. If you would like to have a pre-built system or have us custom build a system, you can check out some of our stuff over at patriotbusinesssystems.com. You can either go over there and chat with us, look at what we've got built out there. You can also schedule a call. If you have questions around this as you're doing it, you can text us at 262-300-8228. That will make it to where we get a text. We'll respond with a video with some content talking to you on how do you complete the steps, what are some things to think about. That helps us obviously produce some content as well as get you an answer in video format of how you can complete the process on your side. Definitely want to make sure that you already have an A2P compliant campaign, ideally before you're moving. You can obviously do the move, but you're going to have a campaign that's already A2P compliant to make these phone numbers work. If you want to schedule a call, you can go over to unfuckyourbusiness.com and use that to check out our reviews, check out our website. You can schedule a call there and we can talk. It's a 15-minute phone call. We'll talk on what you're trying to do, what is your problem that you're kind of working through right now. Are there certain things that we can recommend, and does it make sense maybe for us to work together? Again, if you need anything, let us know. Leave a comment below on the video, and we'll see you on the next one.